gorgeous west coastline of Ireland have captured our imagination for a long time. It is an enigmatic territory upon which the ferocious Gaelic tribes prospered and created their own unique legend. From the insular Celtic mythologies, we have learned a very different idea of the European attitude toward the contradiction between good and evil, fancy and ugly, also fortune and hardship, when fantasizing about their bucolic lifestyle in the past. It is impossible to overlook the famous depiction which was made by Julius Caesar himself. They're not afraid of anything except that the sky might fall down on them. Upon the battle, they wore nothing but an exquisite girdle and a massive golden torque when fighting against the well-equipped Roman warriors. They celebrated their glory as they rode their horses together, showing up the decapitated heads as their proudest souvenir. Just like the Vikings, many Celtic people believed in reincarnation. The ancient Gaelic burial ritual is very different in comparison with the continental Celtic tribes. The sky burial was regarded as the golden path toward the other world, before coming back to the mortal realm again as a violent warrior. The rituals were often conducted by the Druids, who were regarded as the most prominent philosophers in each tribe. When the corpses had been dehydrated and the detachment between the mortal body and the eternal soul is complete, the bones were collected by the aristocratic family members, who would use them in other sacrificial ceremonies during one of the 4 major holidays. Middle of the 19th century, many English industrialists made a great fortune by exporting various textile products from Manchester, the most important industrial base in the British Empire, to the rest of the world. One of the most successful tycoons was Alexander Henry, Sir Mitchell Henry's father. Mitchell Henry was a medical doctor, grew up in London. He was ardently infatuated with the pretty young Irish lady from Galway, Margaret. She had brown curly hair, a pair of honey-colored eyes, and long eyelashes. And they took a vacation along the Irish west coast in their youth. They both fell instantly in love with its stunning landscape in Connemara. A few years later, they settled upon this spot, building this elegant neo-Gothic castle as their permanent residence, overlooking the beautiful Connemara Lake. Inside, there are altogether 44 bedrooms, all of which are lavishly decorated with fancy drapes, nicely crafted furniture, and colourful carpets from the Middle East. Moreover, there are a ballroom, a library, a study for Mr. Henry, schoolroom for the children, a smoking room, gun room, and various domestic staff residence for the butler, cook, housekeeper, and other servants. It took altogether 4 years to construct this gigantic edifice. Here lies the remain of Margaret. 4 years after this castle was constructed. At that time, she was only 45 years old,
and she was mother of 9 children. Her husband was so sad after her tragic death, so he brought her remains from Egypt to Ireland. I can hardly imagine how it must felt for him to know that her remain is in this mausoleum every day and without really to have some connection with her, a wife, a love of his life. Life is so unfair sometimes.
There are a number of communities in Connemara where residents still talk in Gaelic daily, that is, a Celtic language. The colloquial English is sometimes rather tricky to understand for a foreign traveller who rarely encounters such a dialect from either the Irish television broadcast or radio programs. Nevertheless, people from this region are particularly jubilant and friendly. From many small taverns, one could hear the happy Irish music and laughter, whilst the handsome Irish lads and girls share their daily stories with each other over a pint of dark ale. The Irish stew from this region is by all means the most important culinary sensation. The West Coastal region is a stunning place to visit in the summertime. However, the public transportation options are very limited, especially in the weekdays. As an independent traveler with limited budget, the tour bus company is sometimes the only option.